Nora, you should act more like a wife once in a while.
Huh?
I made a dinner reservation at the nice restaurant for my parents, for my filial duty. Of course you're paying, right? If you make a good impression on my parents, it'll benefit you in the long run, so you should be grateful. Plus, if you pay, they'll think you're a thoughtful wife. It's a win-win, don't you think?
Huh? What are you even talking about? I seriously don't get it.
I mean, it's my plan to be a good son. I thought it'd be nice to take my parents out for a fancy dinner, so I booked a high-end restaurant for Sunday. Pretty thoughtful of me, right?
Wait, forget that. Why am I only hearing about this now? Did you just decide this on your own?
Well, surprises are better for this kind of thing, right? Besides, discussing it would be a hassle, and I didn't want to hear you whining about it.
Hold on, are you serious? You expect me to pay?
Huh? Well, of course. This is just common sense. It's a wife's duty.
Excuse me? Aren't you the one trying to be a good son? Why do I have to pay for this?
Chill out. There's no need to get hung up on the small stuff. If my parents like you, it'll benefit you in the long run. You should actually be thanking me.
What kind of logic is that? Filial duty is something you do for your own parents. Why would I, an outsider, be the one paying?
No. That's just how it works when you're a wife. I made the reservation, so all you have to do is cover the bill. Pretty easy roll, don't you think?
Easy, you say? And wait, you said it's a fancy restaurant. How much is this gonna cost?
Well, it's a full-course meal, so probably around $200 per person. With 4 of us, that would come to just over $800.
Hold on a second. There's no way I can just drop that kind of money out of nowhere.
You have a job, don't you? That amount should be nothing for you. Besides, if you make a good impression on my parents, they might help us out in the future. Think of it as an investment.
No, what are you even saying? Why would I have to make that kind of investment in the first place?
You married me, so of course you should care about my parents too. And if they like you, there's a chance they'll help us financially when we need it.
Wait a minute. So what you're saying is that you want me to shell out money just so your parents see me as a wife who can contribute financially?
Exactly. You finally get it. See? I knew you were smart. Just go along with my plan. It'll benefit you in the long run too, so I'm counting on you.
Are you freaking kidding me? Why should I have to drop that kind of money just so you can look good to your parents?
Come on, quit complaining. You're really not getting this, huh? All you have to do is pay smoothly and say, "Oh, no worries. Thank you for everything you do for us." And boom, instant adorable wife points.
Huh? I don't need those points.
You should probably start making an effort to get along with my parents. It'll make things way easier for us in the future.
Wow, that's completely selfish. And wait, are you seriously not paying anything for this?
Well, I mean, I planned the whole thing, so that's already enough of a good deed, right? This is what you call delegating roles.
Are you kidding me? That's just straight up mooching.
Mooching? What the hell? You're my wife. This is when you're supposed to step up and cover things.
I've had enough. I already have plans on Sunday, so I can't go.
Huh? What are you talking about? This whole thing depends on you.
Then why don't you just pay for it yourself?
What? Me? Yeah, right. That's obviously not happening. Nora, I need to talk to you about something.
Huh? What is it?
Sorry for the sudden news, but starting next month, my son Ethan is going to be living with us, so I need your help getting the room ready. Would that be okay? We need to get him a desk, a bed, and a few other things. I was thinking we could go furniture shopping this weekend. You'll come with me, right?
Wait a second. Ethan? Who's that? You're telling me out of nowhere that we're suddenly living with someone I don't even know?
Oh, my bad. Ethan is my son. He just started middle school this year, and he's a really good, responsible kid.
What? Your son?
Yeah, turns out my ex-wife got transferred overseas for work. She's moving to Japan, and since she can't take Ethan with her, I'm taking him in. It caught me off guard too, but, it's already decided. You understand what I'm talking about, right?
Wait, you're dropping this on me out of nowhere. I can't process this. Your son. So that means you had a wife before, right? Joseph, are you saying you've been married before? You never mentioned that even once.
Well, to be honest, I've actually been divorced twice. And yeah, I have a son. Sorry for keeping that from you. But anyway, from now on, he's living with us, so as my wife, I'm counting on you.
What?
My ex-wife was completely obsessed with work. She never cared about the house at all. No matter how much I handled childcare or housework, she never showed any appreciation, let alone interest. Even when the daycare called saying our son had a fever, I'd reach out to her and all she'd say was, "I'm busy," and wouldn't even bother listening. Of course, she never showed up for school festivals or parent-teacher meetings either. She always blamed it on work, but to me, that was just an excuse. And it wasn't just that. Even when our son wanted to be close to her, she'd shut him down with a, "Don't bother me." I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then one day, out of the blue, she just said, "I guess I'm just not cut out for family life." After ignoring her responsibilities as a mother for so long, she handed me the divorce papers, didn't even ask for my opinion, and walked out on us.
Wait a minute. You can't just drop something like this on me out of nowhere.
That's not all. I tried to explain that I wanted to raise our son, but she just snatched him away, claiming that because she gave birth, he's exclusively hers. After that, she completely cut contact. I had no idea where they were. No way to reach them. She just disappeared. I thought I'd never see my son again. I nearly gave up so many times. Then, out of nowhere, I suddenly got a message on WhatsApp the other day. She said she's heading overseas for her job, so I'll be the one taking care of our son. I couldn't believe it. She ignored me all this time, and now that it's inconvenient for her, she just dumps him on me? That's insane. But I can't abandon my own son, so of course I'm taking him in.
No, you don't just get to decide this on your own.
Huh?
I get the whole backstory about your divorce, but there's a much bigger issue here. Why did you keep all of this from me until now? Joseph, you never once told me before we got married that you had been divorced and had a child. Hiding something that huge and marrying me anyway? Do you realize how messed up that is?
I really messed up. Honestly, I've been meaning to tell you for a long time, but I was afraid that if you found out I was divorced and had a kid, you'd be put off. So I just couldn't bring myself to say it.
A problem so big you couldn't even tell me? That's ridiculous. This is something you had to tell me before we got married. Joseph, pretending your past doesn't exist just to get married? How is that honest in any sense?
You're right. I really am sorry, but it's not like I meant any harm. I love you, Nora. That's exactly why I was scared that if I told you, you'd leave me. Losing you was the scariest thing for me.
Even if you say so, I'm the one who got married without knowing the truth. How am I supposed to feel? Then, what about your parents? You've always told me, Joseph, that you don't really keep in contact with your parents. That's why I thought just a formal announcement about the marriage would be enough, but...
Sorry. I didn't want you to find out that I've been divorced twice and have kids. So I made it seem like I wasn't close with my parents and planned to keep the marriage announcement minimal. It's not that I have a bad relationship with them, but I never told them about my remarriage.
No way. So it wasn't just me. You kept it a secret from your parents too? Joseph, do you even realize how unbelievably dishonest you've been?
Yeah, I do. I admit I wasn't honest about a lot of things. I'm really sorry, but please, believe me. It's not like I wanted to trick you. I was just terrified of losing you.
So what? Do you think saying I didn't mean any harm makes everything okay? Do you even understand how huge this secret was? If we were in a relationship where you couldn't tell me something this important, that means you never really trusted me, right? And now, I don't think I can trust you anymore either.
So now I'm standing here apologizing, aren't I? I admitted that I was wrong for hiding it, and I'm telling you everything honestly now. I get that I didn't handle things well, but no matter how much you blame me for the past, nothing is going to change. What matters is what happens from here on out, right? I want us to think together about what to do about my son.
Excuse me? Why are you getting mad at me? I'm just shocked that you kept this from me, so why am I the one being blamed?
I realize it's a big deal to suddenly find out we'll be cohabiting with someone unfamiliar, but Ethan is a good kid, and you'll get used to him in no time. Or what? Are you seriously going to reject a poor kid who was abandoned by his mother? I didn't think you were that cold-hearted.
Why do I have to be talked to like this? If you had been honest with me from the start, we could have talked this through calmly, couldn't we? You just made this decision on your own. Do my feelings even matter to you?
Shut up. Enough. There's no point in listening to what you think anymore. Ethan is going to live with us, and that's final. There's no need to talk about this any further, right?
What did you just say?
If you really think about it, this isn't such a bad thing for you either, right? We got married late, so we thought having kids would be difficult. But now, we actually have a chance to grow our family. You've always wanted kids too, right? Then why not take this as an opportunity to welcome a new family member? Even if it's hard at first, with time, you'll become a great mom.
I mean, yeah, I've always wanted kids, but there's no way I can make such a huge decision so suddenly. Joseph, can you at least consider how I feel? My head is all over the place, so please, just give me a little time.
Well, I guess it makes sense that you're shocked. But I want us all to live together starting next month, and we need to get Ethan's room ready too. So try to sort out your feelings soon, okay?
Yeah, well then, I'll just get back to work for now.
Am I speaking with Nora?
Yes, who is this?
Nice to meet you, and sorry for reaching out so suddenly. My name is Ethan Jones. I'm Joseph's son. I'm sure this must have been a shock, and I know I've caused you trouble. When I heard what happened, I felt like the first thing I needed to do was apologize. I'm really sorry that this is how we're meeting for the first time.
Huh? Are you Ethan?
I got your number from my dad. It sounds like he went ahead with everything without considering your feelings. To be honest, this whole situation came out of nowhere for me too, and I'm still trying to process it. That's why I thought the first thing I should do was apologize to you directly.
No, well, I don't think of it as a bother. If anything, I'm the one who got overwhelmed by everything so suddenly. I haven't been able to stay calm, and honestly, it's kind of embarrassing for an adult.
That's not true. If anything, it's completely understandable that you'd be confused. My dad told me what happened, but if someone made such a significant decision without any discussion beforehand, it would leave anyone shocked. Even if I were in your position, I think I'd be just as shocked, so it was perfectly reasonable for you to feel like this.
But you know, Ethan, you're really mature. I heard you're still in middle school, but you're so calm. And you're really trying to understand everything. And the way you consider other people's feelings when you talk, you're really thoughtful.
Thank you, but it's nothing special. Ever since I was little, my mom was always busy with work, so I spent a lot of time alone. Maybe growing up in that kind of environment just made me naturally get used to thinking things through calmly.
I see, but the more I hear you talk, the more it makes me think about things. Well, the truth is, I didn't even know about Joseph's divorce. Not just that, I found out about you at the same time. I didn't know what to think anymore, and honestly, I'm still really overwhelmed.
What? Wait a second. So you mean my dad never told you anything about me or their divorce? You're saying he really didn't tell you anything?
Yeah, I really didn't know anything. That's why when he suddenly told me all of this, I had no idea how to process it. Joseph talked about it like it was just normal, but for me, it was a world I knew nothing about. But I can't just stay confused forever. You're still in middle school, Ethan, and yet you're handling this so maturely. If I let this keep affecting me, I'd just be avoiding the issue. As an adult, I need to face this properly.
I mean, can I try to sort things out for a second? What exactly did my dad tell you about me and my mom? Like, how did he explain the divorce? What did he say about my mom?
Well, I don't know if I should be telling you this, but since we've come this far, I'll just be honest. Joseph told me that your mom only cared about work and never paid attention to the family. Then one day, she suddenly left, taking you with her, and disappeared. He said he hadn't heard from her since.
No way. That bastard.
Huh?
My dad was lying. It's true that my mom was always busy with work, but that doesn't mean she neglected our family. She always put me first and made sure to be there for every important event. Not only that, but she encouraged me to learn about anything I was interested in, and she was incredibly dedicated to my education.
Wait, really?
And it wasn't my mom who left. It was my dad. One day, without saying anything, he just left a divorce paper behind and walked out. After that, he never contacted us again, and before we knew it, my mom and I had just been abandoned.
What?
My dad was obsessed with the fact that my mom started earning more than him. It really hurt his pride, and he started saying things like, "A woman shouldn't be making more money than her husband." He would yell at her every day, saying things like, "You're always too busy with work to take care of this family, and you're just a woman. Stop acting so high and mighty." And then one day, he was just gone.
What the hell? That's completely different from what he told me.
And to make things worse, he never paid a single cent in child support. My mom tried to reach out to him so many times, but he ignored every attempt.
What?
So my mom gave up and decided to raise me by herself. It was just the two of us, and no matter how busy she was, she always made me her priority. But then, a few years ago, out of nowhere, my dad started contacting me. It all started after I won a programming contest. The moment that news got picked up online, suddenly, I got a message saying, "Awesome job, that's my boy."
No way. He never paid child support, never took care of you, and now he just shows up acting proud?
Exactly. He ignored us for years, but the second my name went public, he tried to act like my success was somehow his achievement. My mom realized it immediately and mentioned that he simply wanted to take the glory for my work.
Yeah, it makes sense that she'd think like that. I mean, if a father who disappeared for years suddenly reached out, acting like he'd been there the whole time, anyone would be suspicious. And I bet your mother must have felt uneasy about it too.
That's why I ignored him. I figured it was just another whim, and my mom told me it's better not to get involved. But then, my mom's company offered her a position overseas. At first, she was going to turn it down because of me, but I stopped her. Mom lives for her work, and I didn't want her to give up her dream just for me. Besides, I'm not a little kid anymore. I can take care of myself. So I thought, if it comes to this, maybe I should just rely on my dad, just this once.
I see. So that's how the whole living with us thing came about. But did Joseph really accept it that easily?
Oh, he was thrilled when I reached out. He was acting like, finally, it's my time to be a father, and was really eager about it. And then he said, actually, I'm remarried, but it's fine. We don't have kids, so Nora will definitely accept you right away. But when he actually brought it up, things got way more complicated than he expected. And when I heard that, I felt really bad. That's why I wanted to reach out to you directly, Nora.
I see. That really helps me understand everything now. Thank you for being so open with me. I feel like I can finally see the bigger picture.
No, if anything, I should be the one apologizing. Not only did I get you involved in this, but I also dragged you into a messy family issue. Honestly, I didn't want to be an extra burden on you, so if this is too much, please feel free to say no to the idea of me moving in.
What? Are you really okay with that?
Yes, I'll figure something out, so don't worry about me.
Hey, Ethan, if you're okay with it, would you be willing to meet in person? I'd really like to sit down and talk with you properly.
Huh? You mean with me?
You know, as an adult, I can't just turn a blind eye to this. Forget Joseph. What really stood out to me was how sincere you are, Ethan. If we're going to live together, then for both of our sakes, we should meet first. I mean, suddenly moving in with a stranger would be scary for you too, right?
Are you really considering letting me move in? Thank you so much.
How about this weekend? We could go to a cafe and talk over some cake.
Yes, that's fine with me. All right, see you this weekend then.
Great. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Are you on break right now?
Yeah, I am. What's up?
Yeah, I need to talk to you about Ethan. Do you have a moment? It's important.
Oh, perfect timing. I actually have something I wanted to talk about too. So, well, sorry to say this, but could you quit your job?
Huh?
I mean, for Ethan's sake, I want you to stay home. He's going through a big change, and as his new mom, it's only natural that you'd support him, right? So yeah, I think you should quit and become a full-time housewife.
Wait, what? How did we suddenly get there?
Well, Ethan needs a mother's love, doesn't he? I mean, my ex-wife was a total failure. She was too busy with work and completely neglected her family. But you, Nora, you're kind and nurturing, so you're perfect for this. Ethan's gonna have a hard time adjusting to his new school, so you need to be home to support him. If you just act like his real mom, he'll settle in no time.
Wait a minute. First of all, I just found out Ethan even existed, and now you're suddenly telling me to be his mother? I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, and now you're saying I should quit my job and be a full-time housewife? What am I to you? Just some convenient maid or something?
Huh? Why are you getting so worked up? I mean, isn't it obvious that a mother should put her family first? Of course the household should be more important than work. You have to help Ethan understand what a real mother should be like. That's your role now.
Help Ethan understand, huh?
Yeah. Ethan has been starved for a mother's love, so you need to fill that gap. If you do that, he'll warm up to you in no time, and we can be a real family. Besides, Ethan takes after me. He's smart, talented, and a really exceptional kid. So ideally, we should make him want to stay with me for good, right?
Hey, Joseph. Are you actually thinking about what's best for Ethan? Or do you just want to show off your brilliant son and keep him close for your own sake?
What are you talking about? I just want to make up for lost time with my son. Thanks to my ex-wife, we lost contact for years, and now I finally have a chance to live with him.
I see.
From now on, we'll be a family. Let's all move forward together. He's a smart kid, just like me. You'll be proud to call him your son, too.
I'm moving out today, so no thanks.
Huh? What are you saying? That's a terrible joke.
It's not a joke. Actually, this morning, I pretended to go to work but came right back. Then, I used my paid leave to pack up all my stuff. I'm heading back to my parents' house now.
What?
I'm honestly exhausted from playing along with your selfish little fantasy. So, I'm done. Sorry.
You've got to be kidding me. And you're accusing me of being selfish? I'm only looking out for my son here. And yet, you still don't get it? What? Do you just hate the idea of living with Ethan that much?
Looking out for your son, huh? Can someone who divorced his wife out of jealousy over her salary really claim to have such a kind heart?
What?
Getting jealous over something so petty? Then, abandoning both your wife and child, throwing down divorce papers and walking out? That's just pathetic. Your ex-wife was pathetic? Are you kidding me? Seems like she showed up to all of Ethan's school events. If anything, you were the one who used work as an excuse to never be there.
How do you even know that? Wait, don't tell me. You met Ethan? What did he tell you?
What do you mean? You make it sound like he's lying. Unlike you, he's actually a sincere, honest kid.
Wait a second. Don't just believe everything they say.
Oh? Then go ahead. Explain yourself. You ignored your son for 10 years, never paid child support. And then the second you found out he was smart and successful, you suddenly reached out? It's so obvious you're desperate to play the proud father now. It's honestly pathetic.
Well...
At first, I really thought about accepting Ethan. He's such a good kid, and if I could help him in any way, I wanted to. But after meeting him and hearing more about you, I was completely disgusted by your selfishness and immaturity. So I want a divorce.
What? Divorce?
I don't want to be with someone who's nothing but pride and empty vanity.
You've got to be kidding me. You're the selfish one here. My ex-wife is leaving the country, and I have work. You're the only one who can take care of Ethan. Oh, don't worry about that. I've already found a place to stay. What? Mom and Nora worked together to set everything up as quickly as possible. They arranged for me to move into a place near my school. Wait, what? Is that you, Ethan? Why are you the one responding on Nora's WhatsApp? Actually, I'm with Nora right now, checking out my new place. My mom said she has confidence in Nora, so she can take care of what I need. She put her in charge of all the paperwork. We just finished signing the contract, so I won't be needing you anymore. What? Wait a minute. Since when did you two get so close? Well, let's just call it a survivors of your nonsense alliance. We got along real fast. But honestly, Nora is such a kind person. She gave up her weekend just to help me find a place to stay, even though she had no reason to. Even in such a crazy situation, she kept smiling and encouraging me. I've always admired my mom for being a strong career woman, but now I really look up to Nora too. She's kind, but also incredibly strong-willed. I can't believe two amazing women like that actually married someone as pathetic as you. Pathetic? Come on! Ethan, I swear I never once forgot about you. I've always regretted leaving you and your mom. Huh? Are you serious right now? You ignored us for years, never paid a single cent in child support, completely disappeared without a word, and now you want to act like you never forgot about me? Give me a break. But you have no idea how much Mom struggled to raise me, do you? Even with all the pressure from work, she always made time for me. She supported me in everything. My studies, my interests, whatever I wanted to pursue. And yet, the moment I achieve a little success, you suddenly pop up saying, "That's my boy." Who do you think would accept something that convenient? Trying to act like my father now is just, honestly, disgusting. Disgusting? Come on. Like it or not, I'm your father. Legally, yeah, but that's all it is. Someone who ignored me for years doesn't get to call himself my dad. No way. Oh, looks like it's time. I have one last contract check for my new place, so I need to go. Oh, and by the way, Mom wanted me to tell you something. She said Now that I've finally tracked you down, I'll be billing you for all the unpaid child support. What? Yeah, Nora helped me look up your current job and address, so you'll be getting the paperwork soon. I mean, even if you're a terrible person, legally you are my father. So at the very least, you can take responsibility for that, right? Wait, hold on. How much is she even planning to charge me for? Who knows? Mom left everything to the lawyer, so you'll just have to deal with it. Anyway, see ya. Nora, what the hell is going on? Are you seriously doing this?
Huh?
Are you really divorcing me? I rushed home and all your stuff is gone. I can't even reach you on the phone. Where are you?
I told you, I'm at my parents' house. Right after I said goodbye to Ethan, I headed straight here. I already told my parents everything, and they agreed. This divorce is more than justified.
Wait, listen, I know this is all my fault. I was wrong to hide my past marriage, and I shouldn't have decided on living with Ethan without talking to you. I'm sorry. I'll apologize for everything, so please, come back.
Yeah, that's not happening. Just sign the divorce papers, okay?
What?
How could I possibly stay with you? You hid things you should have told me before we got married, then kept piling lie after lie. And on top of that, you badmouthed your ex-wife about everything you put her through. You're shallow, selfish, and just an all-out awful person.
But I'm apologizing for all that, aren't I? I regret everything, so just give me another chance. Besides, Ethan is staying at his new place now, so our life can go back to how it was. Nothing even has to change, so why would you divorce me over this?
Excuse me?
Oh, I know. How about this? Let's go on a trip to make up. Hawaii, the Maldives, you pick. I'll even cover the costs from the divorce settlement.
Wait, what settlement? Where do you think that money is coming from?
I'll just charge my ex-wife for it. I mean, this is basically all her fault anyway.
Excuse me?
She's still a total workaholic and decided to move overseas. That put Ethan in a tough spot, which then dragged us into this mess. So really, she's the reason we're getting divorced, right? That's a perfect reason to demand a settlement, don't you think?
Wait, are you seriously saying this?
Huh? What's weird about it? Come on, let's just use that money for a nice vacation. Hawaii, the Maldives, it'll be the perfect getaway, right? We can take our time, relax, and rethink everything. Let's give this another shot.
No, hold on. Joseph, have you completely forgotten that you never paid a single cent in child support? How does someone in your position even think about demanding money? You refuse to take responsibility for anything, but you're perfectly fine trying to squeeze money out of others? At this point, I don't even know what to say. It's just so ridiculous. It's actually funny.
No, but it's my ex-wife's fault our marriage fell apart. Everything that happened to me, it's all because of her.
If anything, you did this to yourself. You act like the victim, but this is just the result of your own actions.
Excuse me?
Oh, and by the way, I just got promoted. Starting next month, I'll be making more than you.
What?
That must be your worst nightmare, right? You can't stand the idea of your wife earning more than you. Isn't that exactly why you divorced your ex? So really, this divorce is the best thing for you, too.
Wait, I don't care about childish things like that anymore.
Oh, please. You're still just as childish and pathetic as ever. Ethan is 10 times more mature and decent than you. Maybe now you'll finally understand what it's like to be abandoned.
I didn't do anything to deserve being abandoned.
Huh? Don't act like you're the victim now. You ignored your own child for years and then suddenly tried to play the perfect dad. Why would I want to stay with someone like that? And the fact that you were planning to live off someone else's money just makes it even worse. Now, be a good boy and sign the divorce papers. A few months have passed. I've completely settled into my new life, and I'm enjoying every day to the fullest. With my promotion, my income is stable, and most importantly, It's amazing to live my life on my own terms. As for Joseph, well, as expected, his ex-wife hit him with a massive child support bill. She demanded everything he failed to pay over the years, plus the amount covering Ethan's expenses until he graduates high school, all at once. Of course, there was no way he had that kind of money, and his savings were wiped out in an instant. On top of that, the unpaid portion turned into a massive debt hanging over his head. Desperate, he begged his parents for help, but the moment they found out he'd been hiding his remarriage from them, they disowned him on the spot. Well, no surprise there. A man who ran away from his responsibilities for years, only to come crying for money when he's in trouble? Pathetic. After that, he tried to work off his debt, but since he was all ego and no actual skill, he couldn't find a decent job. He ended up jumping from one low-paying job to another. And to make things worse, in a desperate bid to turn things around, he fell for a shady investment scam. He got suckered in by the promise of easy money and ended up digging himself into an even deeper hole. By the time he realized it, it was too late. With no one left to rely on, he completely hit rock bottom. Well, he brought it on himself. As for Ethan, his life is going great. At his new place, his sincerity and work ethic earned him the trust of everyone around him. He's excelling at school, has top grades, and is highly regarded by his teachers. He's practically a star student. He and I still keep in touch from time to time. The other day, he laughed and said, "So there really are decent adults in this world, huh?" When you surround yourself with the right people, life always moves in the right direction.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.